Why, hello there everyone, I'm the Kumo Sensei, and today is another late night video. Maybe we should call it the late night series, I don't know. But without further ado, today I want to talk about, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, specifically the shiny Pokemon. And yes, I'm talking about the no difference bad Pokemon. And yes, we've seen this before with Garchomp, Gengar, and maybe some others as well. But today I want to go over some of the most, maybe the 3 or 2 Pokemon that I find to be kind of confusing as a shiny, that you can pretty much categorize as not really a shiny at all, or hard to tell shiny, that is. So, for those who don't know, a shiny Pokemon is basically a different colored sprite of a normal Pokemon, and they're extremely hard to find. So generations 1 through 5, the chances of finding a shiny Pokemon is 1 out of 8,192. But in generation 6 and onwards, the chances of finding a shiny Pokemon has been reduced to 1 out of 4,096. So it's much more easier to find a shiny Pokemon, but they're still hard to find regardless. So without further ado guys, I want to show you what I consider to be a pretty confusing, boring, or type of shiny Pokemon. You'll see. Let us get straight into it, guys. So everyone, this is the first one I really want to talk about. Tandemaus, or Tandemos. I don't know how it's pronounced, but so this one to the left here, guys, this is the normal one, and to the right here, guys, is the shiny one. I almost did not notice the shiny one at all. Like the color difference is barely any different. Even if you zoom in, which I've done, like, it is very difficult. As you can see, this is a more of a grayish blue tint clothing that they have, this is the normal one here, guys, to the left, and to the right here is the shiny one, which this one here is more of a gray, brown, khaki colored clothing that they're wearing. And honestly, the color of the Pokemon themselves kind of blends in with the clothes they're wearing. So, like, just looking at this, it's very hard to tell. Not to mention, guys, in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Pokemon are pretty much scaled to size. So, like, if you find this as a shiny, man, you must have some great luck, because looking at this, guys, from the world sprite, like, just the outside open world itself, you honestly could not tell if this was shiny or not. It's really just luck of the draw, I guess. But my god, this is an example of what I called a difficult shiny to look at, like, for real. Now I want to show you another example. So everyone, this is another shiny I really want to talk about, because I find this one to be the most difficult of, like, the recent shinies. Shiny Tauros, specifically the Paldean form, which is this black tone colored one here. The one to the left here is the regular one, and the one to the right is the shiny one. And oh boy, I have no idea how people could tell this one apart. Despite being big in the overworld and whatnot, literally these guys are they're pretty much always in a herd. So trying to differentiate these, man, I've seen YouTube videos of people finding this as a shiny, which I'm surprised they're able to. But for me, looking at this from the blind eye, I really couldn't tell these two apart. The difference that people use as a reference is their nose, because the shiny one tends to have a darker overall body colored compared to the nose, in comparison to the regular one here. But my goodness, man, this is some of the, I'm going to be mean when I say this, but this is some of the most confusing, probably some of the worst shinies I've seen in a while. Is it as bad as Gengar and Garchomp? I don't know. That's really opinionated. Some people like those, I personally don't. But hey, that's just me, and I just want to talk about this, guys. I love Pokemon like everybody else, especially Gen 5. Gen 5 is my favorite Pokemon, by the way. Like, I love that generation. But yeah, I just want to talk about some Pokemon, because, like, the shiny stuff, man, I always love shiny Pokemon like everybody else, but these are, oh man, these are not really the best. There are good ones though. Maybe I'll make a separate video on that. But with that, guys, that's really about it. See ya.